Good morning, everyone. Please take your seat so we can enjoy the beautiful music of Heidi McCurdy. Welcome. May all beings be happy. May all beings be at peace. May all be free from suffering, and may all be free from pain. Yeah, let's sing. May all beings be happy, and may all beings be at peace. May all be free from suffering, and may all be free from pain. And may all beings be happy, and may all beings be at peace. May all be free from suffering, and may all be free from pain. One more. May all beings be happy, and may all beings be at peace. May all be free from suffering, and may all be free from pain. May all beings be happy. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Heidi. It's a joy to have you back again. Yes. May all beings be happy. Whoops, this isn't going to work. Good morning, beautiful people. My name is Jill Ingalls, and I am a practitioner here. It's wonderful to see you again and your beautiful faces, and just feel this wonderful energy. Welcome, welcome. And welcome to our wonderful Zoom people and our online community. And hello, Catherine, and I'm so happy that you're here again today with us. Blessings, blessings to all of you. And if anyone is anyone new here today? If anyone's new here today, there's a package. Bob, you are not new. You're obvious, but not new. Oh, there is someone new right there at the back. And Sandy, would you raise your hand and say, oh, he isn't either. Oh, it's under the hat. He was hidden. I couldn't see him. Oh, I wanted to see some. No, we're not doing that. Anyways. So, before we go any further, let's just settle in our seat and take a breath. Let us pause to honor this land that we gather on, the unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish peoples, including the Semiahmoo, Katzie, and Kwantlen nations. We give thanks for their care of these lands and waters, and we hold this acknowledgement as a step toward right relationship, listening, and shared responsibility. So, why are we here today? What is this place? At CSL White Rock, we are an open and affirming community, a place for spiritual learning and growth, and a place where you can show up just exactly as you are and know that you belong. It's a place to connect, to laugh, a place you can show up just as you are. And I just read that. Yes, emphatic about it. Just, you are very welcome. We are rooted in the science of mind, a spiritual philosophy that honors the wisdom and found in all faiths and traditions. that we are a community that believes you are the architect of your life. You are the architect of your life. That each of us is a unique expression of the divine. Beautiful. And that our work here is simply to awaken to that truth. Sounds very easy, doesn't it? It's just a little hard to do that sometimes. But for us to live from the inside out, to be peace, to be love, to bring your highest selves forward, and have some fun along the way. So whether you're here for deep growth, for connection, for inspiration, know that you are welcome. Thank you for being here with us today. So before we move on, I would like to do something. I would like you to meet all of our new board members, because after the AGM, we have new board members, new positions, and I will just ask each of them to stand. I will announce who you are, and we'll start with our new president, Paul. And then we have Sandy, who is our vice president. Nancy, our ongoing treasurer. And Sherry Deloche, who is our secretary. And Sherry has lots of board experience. She started as a secretary many years ago with our board, right up to the president, took a break, and now she's back being our secretary. Isn't that wonderful? And Larry, who's not here today, Larry Harder also is the member at large. And of course, our dear Janet Pope is the other member at large. And I would like to now bring up the vice president to do announcements. Oh, president.
We had a board meeting on Wednesday night, and we had Sherry and Larry introduce themselves just because they're kind of back. They're back on the board. They're not new to the board, but they're back to the board. And Sherry was telling us that she had been president here at CSL White Rock for 400 years. We were talking about makeup earlier. Sherry, you've done a wonderful job. 400 years, she said. And I believed her. Well, there's all kinds of opportunities for community connection, and that's really what I'm here to talk about this morning. One of those opportunities is going to happen right after our celebration, our gathering this morning. We're going to have lunch together at a potluck. And so we would invite you to stay and to grab a plate of food, and we'll set some tables out and have some great conversation, and it'll be a wonderful time. We have morning sacred circles with practitioners Diane and Jill, and they happen on a regular basis. The next one is Thursday, the 23rd of April on Zoom from 10:30 until 11:30. And it's a time to come together and have conversation together, to connect with one another, to share some ideas, to share some thoughts on whatever the topic of the day is. The last time they got together, they talked about resistance, something I know nothing of. Reverend Tamara is not here this morning to challenge me on that. But really, it's an interesting, they're interesting and revealing conversations. And if you're available and interested, you are certainly welcome to participate in that. We have meditation every week. And I'm going to pause just for a second. And I want to put a plug in. I want to give a plug for meditation. We gather in the room over there for meditation on Sunday mornings at 10 o'clock. And there are a handful of faithful folk who come and participate in that. I lead it sometimes, Sandy leads it sometimes. And it's always an amazing time just to come together and to kind of settle in and focus and find that place of deep connection before we move into this part of our Sunday morning. And so if you haven't participated in that yet, then please come and check it out. Hang out with us and spend a few moments in meditation with us. We also have meditation on Tuesday mornings with Reverend Tamara online. 8 o'clock on Tuesday mornings on Zoom. The links are on our website. Didn't I just say online on Zoom? I did. Yeah, I got that part. We have two events coming up. They're both on the 3rd of May, so so there's no confusion. One is Spontaneous Giggles. It's a giggle fest, right, Bob? And the idea is building community through games and activities. And so join us after the service as the head of our fun committee, Bob Foster, leads us in some fun activities, and it'll be great. Later that day, in the evening from 6 until 8 p.m. at Crescent Beach Legion, we have a special fundraising event, a concert with a storyteller and singer-songwriter Raj Singh. And so we have some posters like this at the back table with Diane. If you have places where you can put these up, please take one, put it up. We want to have as many people join us as possible. Tickets are $25 in advance. You can get them from Diane. You can get them on the website. They're $30 at the door. Is that right? Yeah, $30 at the door. Sunday, the 3rd of May, 6 to 8 p.m. at Crescent Beach Legion. And so we invite you to participate in that. All right, everybody, take a deep breath. Liv is going to come and lead us in meditation.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Liv Daniel, one of the practitioners here at CSL White Rock, and as Paul mentioned, I will lead you into meditation. So if you haven't had a chance to meditate today, this is it. I invite you to silence your phones if you haven't done it yet, and just take a moment to settle into your seat. And maybe you have some exciting things happening in your body, and maybe you feel like you gotta shake your legs or shake your arm or stretch or yawn, whatever it takes for you to settle into your seat. And this is a safe place, so if you feel safe and comfortable, I invite you to close your eyes or take on a soft gaze. And let's take a deep breath in together. And on exhale, here you are. You arrived. I invite you to notice your breath. This beautiful mechanism that brings life to every cell in your body. Notice your breath as you breathe in and breathe out. Take a moment to acknowledge your state of mind right here, right now. If you don't have the words to describe what you're feeling within, I invite you to stay curious. Curious about how you are in this moment and how you showed up. And in just a few minutes, we're going to hear about quieting the world and the noise of the world. And so I'd like us to practice what this looks like for each and every one of us. I will have intermittent silence between the words I will speak. And I invite you to go within in quiet and curiosity. And I invite you to be a curious child that wonders about the world. But more importantly, the word within you. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. Let your thoughts slow down. Focusing on your breath allows you to stay a little more focused in this present moment. I invite silence to lead us into curiosity. Your thoughts are welcome. Invite them in and let them pass. Allow your breath to guide you. The inward conversation you might be having right now with yourself is normal. I invite you to allow these thoughts to come to you as they are your curiosity about your own self. Let these moments be those instances where you learn the most about what's going on within. Your body will often signal you how you feel before you're able to put it into words. So I just invite you to breathe. And like a doctor, check in with yourself. Listen to your body and notice what it tells you. quieting the world around you and listening to the world within is a chance to connect to the higher power within you. Breathe in and exhale. And notice the subtleties of the quiet within. Whenever you find yourself in a situation where you think there's just too much going on around you, and it's challenging to know you're good and know who you really are, I invite you to remember this quiet place within you. This quiet place that is spirit in the form of you, that has all the answers, all the love, all the light, and yes, all the power. Breathe into this place and know that you are never alone. The silence within is your best ally. Namaste. And now I would like to invite Heidi back to play us another one of her songs.
This song is called Eel River Chant or Eel River Song by Meredith Buck. I thought I'd share it today because she apparently wrote this song on an experiential journey or retreat of some kind where she was blindfolded. Everyone in the group was blindfolded and then invited to walk through the woods with a guide. So it was a purely listening experience. So this kind of, and then she felt compelled to write this song about her listening experience. Listen, 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 listen. You can sing that with me if you want. Listen, listen, listen. That's it. Listen. Keep going. Lay yourself down on the rocks now. Let your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Lay yourself down on the rocks now. Let your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Lay yourself down on the rocks now. Let your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Lay yourself down on the rocks now. Let your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Listen. Lay yourself down on the rocks. Let your body be your guide. Let your body down. Let the water decide on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Listen. Lay yourself down on the rocks. Let your body be your guide. Let your body down. Let the water decide on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Listen. 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 Oh, listen. Ooh, listen. Listen. Lay yourself down on the rocks now. Let your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Lay yourself down on the rocks now. Let your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Listen. Lay yourself down on the rocks. Let your body be your guide. Let your body down. Let the water decide for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Listen. Lay yourself down on the rocks. Let your body be your guide. Let your body down. Let the water decide for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Lay yourself down on the rocks now. Let your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Listen. 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 Thank you.
Thank you, Heidi. What a beautiful, powerful song about listening. Well, now I get to introduce our guest speaker. Her name is Missy Christensen, and she's one of my best friends. Missy is a practitioner, has been a practitioner for a number of years now, started out in Vancouver, and currently she resides in Campbell River, where she leads a lot of different things, because Missy is a person who wears many hats. She is a practitioner, but she does embodiment coaching. She's an actor. She also recently finished her yoga training, and she is a wonderful listener. If you ever have a chance to have a conversation with her or a practitioner session, she really sees you, and that is a gift. I think Missy is a gift to the world, and she brings out the best in her talks and her other people. And because she has this light, I know that she's an old soul in a young person's body. So that's all I'm gonna say. If this got you curious about Missy, she'll probably have a few minutes after our service today. Thank you, Jill. I was gonna say sermon, but not. So maybe you can go and chat with her and get to know her. So without further ado, Missy Christensen.
Forget that I need to not hug people when I have a mic on. Thank you, Liv. So sweet. Hello, everybody. I still have that song going in my head. So pretty. I just want to sort of, that's going to be my new mantra. So I would like to begin today by asking a few questions, and I'm maybe going to take us to a place of noise, and then I'm going to hopefully bring us to a place of more ease and more peace and more silence by the end. Are you with me? Yeah? Yay! Thank you. So I'm going to start asking a few questions, and I would like you to respond by raising your hand if you feel moved to. First question is, who here sees themselves as divine? Oh, yeah, okay, some hands, a little bit of, I get the concept. Cool, all right. And if you don't see yourself as divine, then who here sees themselves as an agent of the divine? A few more people. You can buy that. You can buy that one. Okay. Okay, and if you don't believe that you're divine and you don't believe that you're an agent of the divine, who here is ready to believe in either of those things? Yeah? Okay. Okay, I think that's everybody. So there's nobody here who has no attachment at all to the divine. So we're in a good place. I would hope that would be the case here. But if you are somebody who didn't put up your hand and you have no attachment to the divine, that's fine. It's a process. It's a journey. We'll get there. But one of the first things I want to ask of all those people who did put up their hand is, what does that even look like? So I say that I am the divine, or I say that I am an agent of the divine. But what does that mean? We say that stuff all the time. Jill said it in the beginning. This is, we're connecting with our divine. What does that mean? Yes. Source of energy. Okay. So you get a source of energy from a belief in something that is giving you energy within yourself. Okay. Cool. Anybody else? What does it mean to live as that? So who here who believes that they're the divine is acting in accordance with that belief in their daily lives on an ongoing basis? I believe I'm the divine, and I'm yelling at my neighbor. I believe I'm divine, but boy, I feel fat and ugly today. Who here is living in accordance with their belief in their divinity? Sometimes. Sometimes. Yeah, so thank you for being honest. It's like you jump in the pool, you jump out again, you jump in again. It's a day at the beach, really. And with the idea being that hopefully we'll be able to swim for longer and longer periods of time. So what does that look like? What does it look like to be living from that sense of I am the divine, or I am an agent of the divine, or as I like to say, love? What does that look like in your daily life? You're peaceful? You're maybe practicing patience? Yep. Trusting your intuition. Great. Yep. Non-judgmental. Expecting the best. Yep. Not catastrophizing, and sitting in faith. That definitely, that idea of an absence of worry about your health, of your money, like that's very noisy, right? Okay. So it would be nice to live that way consistently, and that's what we're striving to do. One of the things that I do to try and get myself there, and there's many ways that we can get there. We can go to yoga class, we can go walk in the forest, we can do all kinds of things. One of the things I like to do is I ask myself, what would Jesus do? Or again, what would love do? Because that's really what that avatar is. Right? What would love do in any situation that I'm in? Even when I'm feeling my feels and I don't feel divine and I absolutely am mad at my neighbor, what would love do? But how do I get there when the world around me is so noisy? That's the trick. That's the question. That's the practice. Right? So, what are some things that create the chaos and the noise in our lives? What's that? I can't hear you. Our minds, yes, the busy little minds with lots of stories. What are some of the stories? Yep. Fear, yep, fear. Fear's a big one. Fear is faith misplaced, right? I have faith in something and it's what I'm afraid of. The stories in my mind, right? What else? Media, yep. for sure. Ailing family members, oh, are they going to be okay? The price of gas, like even the little things. There's the big ticket things, and then there's those little niggles, like, why isn't this working the way I expect it to? Why can't the computer do what I want it to do? Right? All these little things, and all of it adds up to create a noise. And if we are not in some sort of practice of some sort of silence where we can gather that voice within and hear that voice within, the din will start to cancel out everything, and all we hear is the din, and we start to feel in our bodies the traumatization of living in our existence. And it doesn't matter then how much you hike or write in your journal or whatever it may be. It's like you're doing those things, but you're living on top of the practice. You're not diving in. You know what to do, you're doing it, but why isn't it landing? Why don't I feel that sense of silence? Why don't I feel that sense of peace? Easier to do in a room when we're all together, co-regulating, right? Easier to do when somebody's singing, listen, you know? But harder to do when we're by ourselves and all the stuff is at us. I grew up in the Catholic Church. And so for me, I definitely saw people who would come to church on Sunday, and maybe you all come to the center regularly, or you go to a church, or you go to some sort of somewhere, you go to meditation or something like that, and we're all in our bliss when we're in that moment, when we're in that space with each other. Oh, so sweet. I would see all these people at church that were so sweet, and then you'd see them yelling at their kids and, gossiping about whoever, and afterwards, it sort of, it lasted for a few days. The same thing, we go on a retreat, we feel so blissful, and then we come back, and little by little, that gets chipped away by our daily lives, right? And we're not fully in our practice. So we had an out in the Catholic Church. And that was, I'm going to be the worst version of myself, and then I'm going to go to confession, and I'm going to just have to say 10 Hail Marys, and I'm good to go, right? I don't think it's quite supposed to work that way. I think I'm actually supposed to be striving to be repentant. That's part of that practice. But so many of us show up in performance. We show up in performance of what it is to be in the teaching, to know the teaching, but we're not actually letting it in because we're so busy living in the noise. And so you can ask yourself also, now, okay, I know the jargon, and I'm going to talk to a bunch of people about it, and every time I'm asked a question in class, I'm going to put my hand up, I'm going to say, oh, I know that. I'm divine. I am divine. Is that the right answer? And yet again, it's that thing of there's none so righteous as the newly converted, right? Who here, when they first started finding out about science of mind and the possibility that they might be divine, were so busy telling everybody else how they should be? Anybody do that? Is that just me? Anybody else? Yeah. So there's that sort of thing of like, yeah, I'm knowing it, I'm talking about it, but I'm not living it, and maybe I'm giving myself a pass. And you might ask yourself, so what? We're just humans, right? We're doing the best we can. We need to give ourselves a break, right? It's fine. I can live below the radar. I can live below the presence. I can live below love. And as long as I'm stepping back in, then that's good enough. And yes, it is. And we can get used to giving ourselves the pass. So am I living the pass, or am I living the truth? What is my practice? Am I having a faith in fear, or am I having a faith in my divinity? What am I actually living? Because in our thoughts, words, and deeds, those are our prayers. Those are our alignments. So anything that we let pull us off track is going to be what our life outpictures as, right? So most of the faith practices do give us that path, that path for being human. But I have a friend who did their ministerial studies under Dr. Reverend Ken Gordon. And he talked about it as making an argument for your limitation. So many of us are like, yeah, but I'm tired today. I mean, I'm mostly good, and I pay my taxes, I'm a good person, and, and I help my neighbor, and I give at Christmas, and, but so can I just, like, today, is it beer o'clock yet? Is it wine o'clock? Calgon, take me away. I'm just going to scroll on my phone for a little bit. Just the opiate of the masses. I'm going to numb myself. And that's okay. It's okay. But we do need to notice that. We need to notice how often we're using that opiate and invite ourselves back into presence. Because it does matter. And it matters because you're divine. And as an agent of the divine, your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to be love. You are needed to be the body of love in this lifetime, in this place, in all the interactions that you have, in all those places where you're triggered by your early trauma, where someone is bugging you. It's like, ooh, this is an opportunity for me to practice love. And the more I show up in a world that is not very loving at the moment, from that space of, what's that? What's that? Oh, love. Yeah, let me show up that way. And maybe it's just a tiny step. Maybe I can't be fully loving today. I remember that at one point there was my ex. And there was a point where I just wanted to put hot pokers through his eyes. And I couldn't get there. I kept going, may you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And then the next thought would be, ugh! So there are those moments when we don't feel very loving, but we're practicing getting there, and at least we're checking in with what is so, and we can start to unpack that. We can start to ask ourselves questions about, okay, is this true? Are the things that I'm believing true? What is this attached to? What are some other things that this might be part of that I'm reliving in this moment? And we start to come into presence. And we need to have that little moment of just noticing, so that we can then ask ourselves, what is my choice? Do I choose to step into the fray, into that stuff that is crazy making, because it's loud out there, right? It's loud. Or do I choose to go, okay, I'm going to take a breath, and I'm going to just one little tiny glimmer of love, a little grain of love that I could bring to this moment, even if it's just a moment of love towards myself. I remember that I'm divine, and I can't do anything more than that right now, and that's okay. But I'm going to believe that. I'm going to keep trying to believe that at the very least. And the more I believe that, the more my actions, because our thoughts create our reality, the more my actions will follow my practice. But it's hard because if I believe that I'm divine, tall poppies get cut down, right? We're in a world where it's sort of like, who do you think you are? I certainly heard that message growing up. And so many of us have grown up in traumatized situations without even knowing it. We may not even be aware of the trauma, but we live in a traumatized culture. You know, there's so much power over, and there's so much greed, and there's so much money matters, and your humanity doesn't matter, and you've got to go at this pace, and you got to keep up with the technology that's there to help you, but it's not helping me, it's making me feel crazy. Whew. That's tough. That's tough. And yet, within all that, the invitation is to stand up and be that tall poppy. You know, Michelle Obama used to say, when they go low, we go high. We go high. How high is divine? Pretty high, right? So if the best I'm doing is standing up straight and going, I will be seen as love, then I'm doing the work. But it's hard to get there. And yes, we can fake it till we make it, but we want to not be performative about it. We want to not just be talking the talk. We want to be walking the walk. Because it isn't harmless to just go, I'm human, and give up. Because in a world where there are people out there who are performing faith, but they're performing it in a way that is not in alignment with love. And I'm reminded of a prayer that was done recently for some young people who were going off to war. And that prayer was done by somebody who, from my perspective, seems to be someone who has not created enough silence in their life to be able to hear the true voice of the divine. And so they are maybe coming from a place of shadow, maybe coming from a place of noise. And yet they feel righteous in it. And so they felt free to pray. They beseeched God for overwhelming violence against those who deserve no mercy. Whew! What would Jesus do? Pretty sure it wouldn't be that. That person also then went on to say, to ask that every bullet find its mark against enemies of righteousness and to break the teeth of the ungodly. Whew! Now we can judge that. Who went to a judgy place? What would love do? Right? We can go to that, or we can say, holy cow, does that person need love? Does this world need love? Does that echo chamber need love? What can I do? I'm not in that echo chamber. Well, I can stand up and I can be love. You know when you have mold in the bathroom? What happens if you don't put some light on that mold and then get in there, put your gloves on, and like clean that mold up? What happens? It spreads, right? It spreads like crazy, and then it sends spores, and then it affects the atmosphere, and then you've just got mold everywhere, and then everybody's sick, and that's the environment that you're living in. Well, that kind of performative faith, that kind of, oh, it's okay, I'm just human, I can just give myself a pass today. It's not harmless. It's the mold. And we have to not only, we're meant to be the light. We are divine. We are divine light in human form. We are on a mission as agents of love to go out into the world and be the body in all that we do, thoughts, words, and deeds, as love. And if we don't do that, then the mold grows. So you know how you put some mold into the sun and it helps stop it. But we need to be more than just the sunshine. We then need to put on those gloves and get in the corner with a Q-tip and get that mold out of there. And that's not by being in opposition to it. It's about recognizing it for what it is and bringing whatever good and light and cleanliness and whatever it is that we want to bring to that. And that is love. That is what love does, a big old scrub brush for the world. And that's what we're being called to do. And the science of mind talks about needing to have a mental equivalent. And I'm reminded of the words of certain people. So there is the words of, I think it's Václav Havel, who said that the only way that evil succeeds, and we don't really believe in evil, there is no good or bad, but that thinking makes it so, to quote Shakespeare. There is just what is so, and what I choose to do about it, and how I choose to live. And so Václav Havel said, from his perspective, there is an evil. The only way for evil to succeed in the world is for good people to see it and to do nothing. So we are called to be in action in these bodies, not just in thought and not just in performance about how much we know about science of mind and how deep we know the truths. Oh, your thoughts create your reality, yeah? What are your thoughts doing right now? They're creating a reality. And we know that that which we focus on grows and that which we vibrate with spreads. So we can be the mold too, but we can be the mold that kills, the mold that poisons, or we can be something that actually creates more light in the room. So I'm reminded of Margaret Mead, because we might say, but I say I'm divine, and I should be able to do this, and oh, I'm supposed to be, according to science of mind, this person who is all powerful. There's infinite possibility, and I'm an embodiment of that, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Well, part of how I believe it is I live it, but we also remember the words of people who've gone before. So Margaret Mead said, never doubt that a small group of committed people can change the world. Indeed, that is the only thing that ever has. So you're called. You're called to not become overwhelmed. And then Marianne Williamson said, it's not our smallness that we're afraid of. It's that we're afraid of, that we're powerful beyond measure. And so the call is to step into the divinity, to step into your mission of love, and to actually live it, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. And we do need to have that mental equivalent. So we can hear from other people, and that's like, okay, somebody else has an idea about this, so I can get behind that. That gives me hope. I'm not alone. But how do we actually have a sense of it? Well, we can sing lovely songs that allow us to feel free, and we're like, okay, that floaty, lovely feeling, that's where I want to get to. What are some things that I can do that I can choose to get that feeling from? Another thing is to give ourselves an experience, because trauma and fear lives in our bodies, and sometimes our poor little overworked mind just can't get us there. We're the science of mind, but we're the science of mind and body. And as we know, trauma lodges in the body. So I can be going, I'm living love, and my body's going, I can't, I'm scared, I'm not safe. This is what's true, because it's lodged in me. So I'm going to ask us to do a thing together where we're going to actually give ourselves an experience of moving from tension into that space of silence so that we have a body memory of it, so that we know that we can get there regardless of what the mind tells us. Are you willing to play that game with me? Yes. Okay, so it's fast. Do you know what happens when a jet breaks a sound barrier? Beg your pardon? Yeah, so there's a shaking, right, that happens, and then boom, and then there's whoosh. So we're going to be jets. So I'm going to invite you, you can do it in your seat or you can stand up, but we're going to do some shaking, and then when I clap my hands together, you're just going to make that sort of silence, like feel it, because thought plus feeling equals manifestation, right? So we're going to feel what it is to feel the silence. So we're going to shake, and we're going to make a sound, okay? And then when I clap my hands, you're just going to go, all right? So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ah! You feel the difference? You're that powerful. That is how powerful you are. Thank you for playing. You can sit back down. So this is the practice. This is the practice, and this is the call, and it needs to be important. Because if we don't live the thoughts, not just learn them, if we don't live them, and we don't show up with love even in the tiniest ways that we can, if we give ourselves a pass and we just go scrolly, scrolly, beer o'clock, we are actually allowing the mold to grow. And as we know, light in a room is far more powerful than darkness in a room. In a dark room, if I light a candle, you've all heard this before, the room will illuminate, right? In this light room, let's make some darkness. We can't, because light is more powerful than dark. And you are divine, and the world desperately needs it. And it's already yours. So who here is willing to claim that now? I am divine. Yay. So come on Sundays and remind each other. Thank you.
This song is by one of my favorite music artists, A. Linario, and I love singing this one. I've sung it here a few times. I feel it really kind of speaks to that sense of listening and listening within and listening to beyond and sort of responding to the call or feeling that call and choosing how to respond. May my voice be strong and this step be light. May our learning come on this wheel of time. As a breath be took, may the lessons glide swiftly as the wind, gently as the tide. May my voice be strong. May my voice be strong and the lessons glide. May our learning come on this wheel of time. As a breath be took, may the lessons glide swiftly as the wind, gentle as the tide. And hear it calling me home. Hear it calling me whispering. Hear it calling my soul. Come and be my guide. walking by my side. As the breath be taken, given, taken, hear it calling me home. Come and be my guide. May my voice be strong, and this step be light. May our learning come on this wheel of time. As the breath be took, may the lessons glide swiftly as the wind, gentle as a sigh. And hear it calling me home. Hear it calling me whispering. Hear it calling my soul. Walking by my side. Come and be my guide. Hear it calling me home. Hear it calling my soul. Walking by my side. Come and be my guide. Hear it calling me home. Be strong, and this lesson light. May our learning come on this wheel of time. Hear it calling me home. Hear it calling me home. Hear it calling me home.
Thank you, Heidi. It was beautiful. Thank you so much. And thank you, Missy. It was lovely. Be the light, be love. Beautiful. Thank you so very much. Beautiful presentation. So now it's time for our offertory, a moment to show our support for this community. But first, let's take a pause. Just settle in your seat. And if you're comfortable, gently close your eyes and reflect on CSL White Rock, what it means to you, what you have received from being part of this community. Perhaps it's a sense of belonging, the connection with like-minded people. Perhaps it's the gifts given from this beautiful teaching, or being immersed in the music, the message, the meditation. All of these are gifts. Let us receive them with open hearts. Feel this. Know this. And if you wish, hold your gift for our community to your heart and repeat after me. I am grateful for all that I have. I give in trust and I receive in abundance. I am supported, and so is this community.
I'm supported, and so is this community.
And so it is. I'd like to invite the ushers forward, please. And our wonderful musician's going to just play us right along through this time.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Oh, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
Missy, please join me. Beautiful, beautiful. This beautiful blessing right here. May all that is given be multiplied, returned, and used for the highest good of all. We are grateful for this circle of giving and receiving, and so it is. So I'm going to actually, Paul drew this for me, and I'm going to give this to our online community. Well, all of you, actually. It's such a beautiful one. The universe returns more to some than others because some accept more than others. Ernest Holmes.
It is the truth.
It is the truth. So these beautiful practitioners, Missy and Liv and Diane and myself, it's just such a joy to be here with you today. We are here for you. If you wish to have a prayer, I remember when I used to sit in here and they'd say, well, come and ask for prayer. And I thought, oh, I'm not going up there. Oh, no, come after and, have prayer. Oh, no, my problem's too big for you. Or the other one was, I'm not doing that. They'll know my business. Let me tell you something. People come and talk to us, and share this time, and you do treatment, and then it's just let go, and somebody will come back and say, "Remember what we were talking about?" No. I let God look after all of that. But anyways, isn't that so? It's absolutely so.
Because your business doesn't go anywhere.
Exactly. So we're all available here for each one of you. If you'd like to see us after or online people, you have your online people there as well. You can write us a little note on our website, or there's a prayer box at the back. So I think that's just about it, isn't it? Oh, except one of our favorite times is please stand, everyone, and join in as we may say, something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
And it's this thing called life. It's this thing called love. It's this thing called light. Be the light. I know it. I feel it. I express it. I am it. And so it is. Thank you, everybody. And Heidi will let you finish this off.
Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Peace. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Love. There be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Oh, let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. Oh, I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. Oh, I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now.
Everybody, and please join us for potluck. Thank you so much, and blessings to all of you.